I'm Holly Hall, the Curriculum Support Specialist for the Science Penguin. Are you a Texas teacher who's wondering what changes to expect in 4th grade science this year? In this video, we'll talk about changes to the 4th grade science TEKS, go over science and engineering practices, recurring themes and concepts, and I'll show you what updates the Science Penguin has made to reflect these changes. First, let's talk about what's out in the 4th grade TEKS. Topics you will no longer see in 4th grade include volume as a property of matter, differentiating among forms of energy, measuring, recording, and predicting weather changes, shadow patterns, soil properties and analysis, and life cycle exploration and comparisons. Now, here are the new TEKS that you can find in 4th grade as brand new topics. In 4.6c, students will be investigating the conservation of matter. In 4.8a, students will look at the transfer of energy, focusing on objects in motion, waves in water, and sound. For 4.10c, students will differentiate between weather and climate. 4.11c has students determining the physical properties of rocks that allow Earth's natural resources to be stored there. And 4.12c has students describing past environments based on fossils, including Texas fossils. There are also several tweaks to existing TEKS in 4th grade that you should take note of. First, in 4.8c, the language for circuits includes production of light and thermal energy. The space TEKS have now been separated. The new 4.9a involves seasonal changes with temperature and daylight, and the new 4.9b relates to patterns in moon phases. 4.11a, the resources are still classified into renewable and non-renewable, but the focus is now more on advantages and disadvantages of those resources. In 4.11b, the conservation focus is now more about the impact to the environment and the critical role of energy resources instead of just how to conserve. 4.12a, the analysis of producers now includes the cycling of matter. In 4.12b, food webs now include cycling of matter as well and explicitly mentions producers, consumers, and decomposers. For 4.13a, structures and functions is limited to the analysis of adaptations for only plants in 4th grade. And for 4.13b, the traits analysis is limited to only inherited and acquired physical traits. You'll also notice that at the beginning of the TEKS, many are listed as SEPs, or Science and Engineering Practices. These refer to skills like asking questions, planning and conducting investigations, explaining phenomena with tools and models, utilizing scientific models of investigation, and identifying problems and designing solutions with tools and models. There are also TEKS that are referred to as recurring themes and concepts, or RTCs. These are similar across grade levels and involve skills like identifying patterns, identifying cause and effect relationships, developing models, investigating systems, explaining factors of stability and change, explaining structures and functions, and using scale, proportion, and quantity. So, what updates can you expect from the Science Penguin to address these changes? Let's take a look at some resources you can utilize in your classroom as you teach these TEKS. We'll take a look at spiral review, assessments, phenomena-based units, simple STEM, and slides and notes. Our spiral review can keep content fresh for students. There are 30 weeks of review with 4 questions per week, and 12 topics are revisited throughout the year. These are digital or printable. We've updated our assessment options to reflect the TEKS changes as well. Our TEKS-based assessments, which are digital or printable, have 4 questions each, and they come with accompanying study guides that can be printed to show your students the need-to-know information for each TEK. Our vocabulary quizzes have 10 questions each, and they're also digital or printable. We've created phenomena-based units to cover many of the 4th grade science concepts. These TEKS-aligned units center around a central question, and throughout a multiple-day journey, classes use the 5E model to answer questions with solid claims backed by evidence and reasoning. Hands-on investigations, notebooking, and model building occur along the way. We have many simple STEM activities that align to new and existing TEKS as well. These multi-day projects utilize many of the science and engineering practices and recurring themes and concepts while further exploring science content. Your students will love the hands-on aspect of Simple STEM. We've updated many of the topics in our slides and notes and added new sets to reflect changes in the TEKS. These are great for presenting content to students, and they're differentiated for your student needs. In this video, we discussed changes to the new TEKS and how our Science Penguin resources have been adjusted to reflect those changes. If you've downloaded anything from TPT in the past that's been updated, simply re-download to get the new changes. We hope these updates are helpful as you utilize our resources for this new year. Thanks for watching.